I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man. I'm going to step off the limb now. Blue, we're breathing again. Thanks a lot. I'm going to step off the limb now.
Okay, stand by 13, we're looking.
Blue, we're breathing again. Thanks a lot. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to the Dobsonian Power Night Sessions again Sunday night to finish the weekend like a charm. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist knowing that the moon is 44% and rising. And having clear skies, no wind. I even placed the king outside with a light shield. The king. With a light shield because I have no wind. And having the surgery, I will enter the surgery on the full moon. When it's full moon, it will give me energy to hang up there with the surgery. 2 surgeries I will have. I will not be able to use the 12-inch, so I'm trying to benefit. I don't know what's going to happen, so benefit right now. The present is the moment, so we will be using this wonderful telescope with a 294 camera. And tonight, again, a huge challenge. Huge! It's so big. I don't know if I will fail. I might fail. Because the plan is the infrared filter 685 is on the telescope between the camera and the mirror. 685 nanometers. I have the 685 and the 850 nanometers. 850, it's more into the infrared. This is all near infrared. 685, as far as I know, it's better for everything, except what we use the 854, which is longer in the spectrum, which is for Venus. I have that filter, the 850 nanometers infrared pass, specifically for the next Venus season, which for me is the Easter elongation, around that. So 685 infrared. And I'm very curious. We will be making some experiments with it. And actually, Astrothebe is in the house. Astrothebe, that it's here, suggest me. I thank you for that. It's one of the things that I like on Discord and everything, that you can give me good ideas, and usually you do. And he gave me the idea of this interesting object. It was the first HH object. Actually, there are two objects, the 1 and the 2. That's why 1-2. And we will talk about that. And infrared, it seems to be a good choice for this kind of super rare objects. Super rare. They are amazing. So we will try. It has to be with the king, of course. It's a job to the king. And I don't know if I will fail. So the plan is, first, to point to the same area that I pointed yesterday and the ones that were here yesterday. No, it was a glare. I suspect it was from one of my security cameras, although the camera was not pointing to the telescope. I don't know if it was a LED lights. I don't know if it was a neighbor that I have. So what I will do is to point near the zone, a quickly thing to do, and check if there's the glow there. I will test one thing. It's disconnect the security camera to see if it's the source. Because if it's the source of that glow, it's important to disconnect it. Although it's not pointing to my observation area, it's important because I don't trust 100% in the other filters. So it might have some of the filters may have a light leak or something. I don't know. So I prefer to have totally darkness and not jeopardize my observations because of a security camera, which I can disconnect and reconnect it at the end of the stream without any problem. So that's the first step. It will be fast. Then these two objects, rare and exotic objects, are below the Orion Nebula, and it's rising right now. So first, I will point, as a matter of curiosity and waiting for the Orion Nebula to rise, I will point again to the Crab Nebula, but this time, for the first time in my life, in infrared. Meanwhile, the Orion Nebula will rise in the sky a bit more. It's already on site, but a bit more. And then, bam! The objects. Hello, Amy. Hello, Gustavor. Wavecrest guy with a Dobsonian power.
Dobsonian power.
Star guy. Chris Green. David. Peter. Epic Chrome. Welcome back. Marco. Speedy Mark. Brian Fowler, Mr. 123, Slash and RC Deb, Mazif is in the house. Okay, first let me thank you very much. I'm super happy, super happy with you. I love this community. It's all about you, as you noticed. This is all about you, and first on Discord. We reached it today with Chris Green boosting the Discord server. And then after that, Star Guy joining again because it was already a booster, Star Guy, and joining me, my wife, and Brian Fowler, Amy, and now Chris Green and Star Guy to reach the level that we have full access to all the benefits that Discord has. They are not many, but at least we have them all, and it's huge for the community. We are all paying, so remember that this shout out is not to give them a medal they deserve, but it's not to give them a medal. It's to remember you that participate in this community that someone is paying for you to have more comfort, more upload weight of the files of your pictures that you like to upload there, everything, emoticons, emojis, etc. So big shout out to them. Thank you very much, Amy, Brian Fowler, Star Guy, and Chris Green now also. And also to the members that are supporting a lot. We are loads of members right now, and that is the thing. Although Discord doesn't give any income to me, it takes income from me, but the membership is very, very, very important. I know that you don't do YouTube, but in YouTube the membership is like a salary, because it's more stable. While YouTube, we win like this. It's a roller coaster. So thank you very much. That said, let's point the telescope. The king. First, let me show you the objects, because I didn't know about them, so some of you may know. HH1 and 2. These are HH objects, for the ones that don't know, because they were discovered by Herbig and Harrow. These HH1/2, they were the first objects of this category being discovered by them. And as it says here, the first such objects to be recognized as Herbig-Harrow objects were discovered by them, and they are located at a distance of about 1500 light years in the constellation Orion. They are also near a bonus, near NGC 1999, like the series, the old series, Space Series, Space 1999. So it's amazing. And they are among the brightest Herbig-Harrow objects in the sky, and consist of a pair, you can see here, of a pair of oppositely oriented bow shocks. They are bow shocks. Blah blah blah. What I want to show you, this is the image. As you can see, it's a very, very rare image. Look at this. Basically, what's happening here in our universe, our home. These are stars that were baby stars just formed, and they have dust around. And when they emit some jets of gas that interact with the dust, forming these beautiful formations here around. You see? So these are two, and the object they call 1/2. It was the first one, it's the brightest one, and we will try to capture it with a 12-inch Dobsonian. You never seen this live. Only here in the Dobsonian Power Channel with you. So a huge challenge. I don't know if I will fail, but at least we will try. At least we will try. I noticed more suggestions to use infrared. I'm open to suggestions because I'm a beginner in infrared, in the infrared spectrum of light. And I'm finding it... I was a bit... I don't know. I was not expecting too much, but yesterday I enjoyed. And now I'm receiving suggestions to do some things. It's not a thing, infrared observations, not a thing that it's widely spread. You don't see loads of information about that. But sometimes you can pick some gems. And it will be an interesting, and it's the same workflow. It's just change filters. So we will explore this another component of this hobby together with a Dobsonian Telescope.
Dobsonian power.
Okay, let's open SharpCap. It's time to move on. Yes, Amy, well said. Yes, I saw that it's possible to use this filter with a white filter, solar filter. We will do some experiments because I also have a wedge for solar with a CAC filter inside, airshell wedge. So I will experiment the airshell wedge with a white filter. I don't know if it will work, and I will experiment also the white filter with the infrared filter. I will also experiment the airshell wedge that we can use with a refractor. That's no problem, with a refractor without any solar filter. So I will try that and see if I can place behind the airshell wedge this filter near the camera. We will try all those things to see what happens. Solar will be rising in this channel. I know that I don't do too much solar. It's not so attractive to the mainstream, but I will start rising. And remember that we will have in 2024 again a solar eclipse. Will be a huge, it will be a total eclipse, and members of the community will be with us streaming, so it will be amazing. Subscribe to keep in touch with us. SharpCap. This is amazing. I couldn't resist. I was a bit tired, but I couldn't resist. I have to focus. I think I have the glare. Okay, I will point to that region and focus.
Start hoping.
I'm not seeing the glow. It's a bit hazy tonight. It's worse than yesterday. Let's focus first, then I will point a bit down. Let's focus on this star first. Almost there. Okay, it's focused. Yeah, it is. Very well focused. And now I will point a bit down. No glare. Okay, there we go. I don't know if it's the LED lights. I will right now disconnect from the wallet my security camera. No, it was not the security camera. I think they are our neighbors or LED lights. Our neighbors with security cameras pointing here. Or LED lights, the new LED lights that I have around my house, behind the house. All right. No, it was not a security camera. I will have to live with that. Tonight, maybe even with a light shield, I will have to live with that. So let me connect the other camera to do the star hopping. And right now I will point. I will not open Solarium because I still remember the position of the Crab Nebula. It will be fast just to see what happens with the infrared. And then we will go to the rare objects, the HH1/2. LED street lights. Yeah, Andrew. Right that. Right that. Look who's there. The Mountains Man. Amazing yesterday. Was very funny, very funny. We'll have to do more like this. Hold on. My Starlink, it's supposed to arrive right on Wednesday. Wednesday. I can't wait. Okay, so Crab Nebula. Let's do the star hopping.
Start hopping.
If you like this kind of content, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with videos and live streams. See, I covered this security camera and right away the background darker. And bam! Spot on. I'm good star hopping, yeah. I'm good star hopping. Do as I do. The ones that are new on telescopes and like the manual stuff as I do. Just do as I do. I explain everything here. So this is in infrared. Let's see how it stacks. Right out of the gate, we see less than in visual spectrum of light. But let's see the stack. A quick stack to see what happens. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Let's see. Bam, bam. Let's see what we can do here. Clear. Stars are fine. It's very interesting in infrared, as the James Webb Space Telescope, that we can see so clearly all the stars. So far, I prefer without infrared. One advantage of the infrared, mainly for planets, it's not so affected by the seeing. So with bad seeing, it's a good option. Yeah. This is the 294 camera. It's my all-day camera, all night. I just curious to see if these filaments can pop up. The red ones are doing it, but so far I prefer with any other filter. So far. A lot of LED street lights do not emit much infrared, so you can overcome. Yeah, but something there. Maybe I have a neighbor with a huge house. It's a bit far away from me, but when he turn on the lights, to do visually, it's a mess. And I think he should have, as everybody has, security cameras just for the sake of having everything under control. And as the position of his house can be that some cameras point here. They are very strong. When I point the telescope north, which is where this camera is, and this do not cover it, I saw with you in the live streams, in other live streams, it's all full of light. So it's starting to pop, but that green that we are used to see with the other filters, remember this is near infrared and it's a lower wave, so it's 685. It's the one that usually is recommended for everything because you can get more detail. If you go deeper into the infrared, like the other one I have for Venus, you lose detail. You lose detail, and it's darker. This works from the red to the end to 1000. And it's a very inexpensive filter. I have in my website dobsonianpower.com, and it's 25-30 bucks. The one I have I have 3 in my webpage. On AstroArt is this one. I don't know the brands. This one works fine. It's from Player One. Then they have the ZWO. They have the SV Bonnie on Amazon. You have the links there. It's 25 bucks or 24 or something. If you suffer from bad seeing, it's a good option for planets. And the sun, we will try the sun. As far as I know, it will give a reddish tint, I think. I don't know. I will try it. I will try with you. Not tonight, of course. It's stacking very well. Only one frame ignored. You see, no wind tonight. It's amazing. And we are starting to see more and more what we were expecting to see. These filaments. Of course, the stars we can see very well, more than what we used to see with filters. Because we can see here 2 stars, not only one, as usual, but here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can see loads of stars because the infrared goes through the dust and the clouds of the nebulosity. Thank you guys, thank you. Yes, Adam, I was... You know that I tell the truth. I was not expecting too much. I was a bit disappointed. I said I was a bit disappointed when we watched Jupiter. Because I used the Baader Neodymium, I think. And right after that, I changed the filter for the infrared. I think it was like that. And I was expecting more. It was the same image, but black and white. Well, actually, it's with this reddish tint, but then we, when processed, we get it black and white. It's recommended to do it as it was colored. So you debayer the image, you do the capture as usual, and then on post processment, you turn it on black and white. But I was a bit disappointed, to be fair. I think Saturn is better. Saturn is better to do. And I didn't know what to expect from Nebulae. And yesterday I enjoyed a lot to watch the Orion Nebula. All those stars, because we watch from a different perspective the nebula. And it was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah, but so far 7 minutes I will record this. Let me see the colors. I think we have to adjust because too much red. Yeah. If we lower the red is better. Yeah. Right. But detail, I have to compare it. Let me see the snapshot from yesterday. It's not processed, so it's an easy comparison. Yesterday we captured it with a better neodymium. Let me compare. So yesterday 18. Oof, so many live streams. But it was 17 at that time. Before midnight. Here it is. This was yesterday. With but it was 8 seconds exposures. 8-second exposures. And this let's do like this to see. More noisy. The green we can see, here we can't. But you see the stars, look, the main star, the central star here. And here you can see a bunch of them. And let me see the filaments, the detail, fine detail. Well, I don't know. Maybe a bit sharper here. But here the contrast is better with the green. I prefer color. You know what? If I could blend these two, and I think we can. I think we can. I was thinking, I think I did something like that with PEEP. With PEEP. Without needing Photoshop and things like that. With PEEP. Okay. 10 minutes at save as scene. And let's move on. Alright. So now it's the time. Looks like God's fingerprint, yeah? Kind of. Let me see one thing. See if we have time. Yeah. We are lucky. We are here. Clouds are around, but because I need good transparency. Lucky. We are here. This is Algarve. Okay. Let's go, let's go. It should be a good filter for people like me who likes monochrome. Yeah. Yes, you can see the pulsar. You can see. My Starlink Vincent will arrive Wednesday, according to DHL. You know that, you know. I know that you know. When you receive the tracking number with a link, and you are always clicking on the link to see if, because it comes from Ireland. Now it's on Germany. It's moving to Portugal, towards Portugal. And you are always clicking to see, trying to predict, maybe it comes earlier or something. They say Wednesday, at least UPS, they come always one day earlier. But DHL are a mess here, at least here. I don't know. My dwarf, when it arrived, it was DHL. They didn't came to my house. They left it on a pickup point without telling me nothing, and the dwarf was there, and nobody knows about it. Nobody knew. And I called them, and almost it was being returned. They are a mess. They are a mess. I will be tracking. Okay, I'm preparing to the challenge. Now it will be tough. Now it will be tough. So, go outside. Reset the platform. The position, it's not hard. I don't know if it appears on the push to, on the catalog, because it's a rare object. Let's open Stellarium first. Stellarium. So, Orion Nebula. And the object will be both objects. Thank you very much, Chris Green, for gifting 20 Dobsonian Power memberships. Let's see if you have lucky today. Pure Arts, 4 Corners, 10,000 Lakes, CLPZ, Billy, Catmat, Waffle, Shandrix, Spiky, Fanda, Bagu, Blue Boom, Adil Mirza, Ferdi Ranch, Scott, Jennifer, Mike Cook, Utkarsh, Natural Vendor, and Thanox. I know what you wanted. How do I know? How do I know? Welcome to the Dobsonian Power spaceship. And you can go to the community tab and have access to all the exclusive past content just for members. And join us on Discord. Join us on Discord, because on Discord it's free and you have some benefits there if you connect your YouTube account. Now we have, thanks to the boosters, the Discord boosters, I remember Chris Green, Brian Fowler, Quasar, Amy and Star Guy and me, now we can have a link with Dobsonian Power. The link to Discord is discord.gg/Dobsonian Power. Tell it to your friends, go to this Discord if you want to learn and engage with Dobsonian and telescopes and astronomy, everything. Great community. /Dobsonian Power. No luck, Chris. Okay. Bookmarks, it's here. It's right below, look. The Orion Nebula, and thank you, of course. Let me place here. Thank you. You see, Orion Nebula, this is a huge challenge we have. Here, just right below, let me see the camera. This is the camera that we are using. Orion Nebula. We move down a bit to the right. It will be easier. It will be easy to point there. The hard part is to watch it. And then we have here 3 objects. One is that bonus, the Pearl Nebula, here, with 9.3 magnitude. And here are the objects. These 2 dots that you see here. Hold on. The 2 bookmarks that I have. Here and here are those rare objects. I have no idea if we can make it. We will try. So basically, I just have to point a bit down and to the right. And we will have on the screen, this time the star hope will be very easy. I will just point here, more or less, and then I will try to see by the screen this pattern of stars. You see the trick? I will be outside, watching here inside the screen, and I will try first to frame this pattern of stars. This huge star is where it is the Pearl Nebula. And then we have this pair of stars here. We have a huge one here that can be at the bottom, a triangle. Look the work that I'm making, the mental work of preparation to go outside. By the way, I think I will do like this. The ones that were here yesterday, I have this cost $9.99, $9 at Amazon. This is excellent to give us dark adaptation. By the way, I have them here and I forgot. These are the inexpensive ones. The ones from, I think it's Listron, cost more. But this is the same stuff. Laser glasses. Very fancy to go outside. You take to do the visual observations. If you need to come inside to go do some stuff and then come back outside, you wear the glasses. When you reach outside, you have to take off because you will see outside. This will put you all black. Sometimes when I do visual observations and we see, because we have the street and we see far away those cars with the lights all at the top, and me and my wife, we quickly wear the glasses so the car can pass and does not hurt our darkness, our dark vision that we want. Or an ambulance. Sometimes the ambulance that pass here, they are very strong. I don't like. And in 2020 were here, and a lot of 20 and 21 loads of ambulances with the lights. So we used a lot to that also. Now let me take this off. Okay, now I'm more relaxed to do the star hopping. I saw already the pattern. I will change this. I will move this here. Okay, it's the time. I will not stretch this because I just want to find the stars. I will not aim to the object. I will aim to the location of the object, not watch the object as I did with this. With the Crab Nebula, I was aiming to the object. Now I will aim my star hope to the pattern of the stars. That's what I want. Then we go to the object. We come here inside and play with it. Close this. We might not need the push to. Let's go. Starlink at the bottom. I'm not sure about this. Hold on. 1, 2 stars. I'm not sure about it, so I will try using the push too. The Pearl Nebula is NGC 1999. Space 1999. Push 2. Full catalog. Reflection Nebula. Start. NGC 1999 is the Pearl Nebula, and the object should be here. So if we frame the Pearl Nebula, the object will be there. Down 0.5, it's just a bit. Let's do it. Now let's use the other trick, which is the annotation. We close this. Tools. I think it's this. I think it's this. You will see. Deep sky annotation. There we go. NGC 1999. Here a nebula. And here another nebula. Okay, we will frame this. Close. Can use this as a reference, it's a good help. I lost my batteries on my illuminated finder. I have to change them. See, I close the camera, immediately background black. Now it's more or less there. Let me see the drift. To see if I have to adjust the speed. I want this to be well done. Let me see the drift. I wait a bit to see where the platform is drifting. So I'm pointing to the east side. The object should go up and a bit to the left, to the right. The object is drifting down, so that means that my telescope is going faster than the object. This is the nebula. Let me see if it comes back up. Goes. Goes. I think we don't need to change the speed. If it was keeping going down, drifting down, the object, I would have to touch the speed. But no, it's the regular error, periodic error of the platform. No problem. Okay, let's do it. So the objects should be this and this. I'll try a different technique. I will use the ROI here. Select ROI. This is Stellarium. Oh, but there's loads of dust here also. Okay, let's amplify this. Just to avoid some vignetting. Like this. Now, apply ROI. Apply ROI. Bam. Okay, let's zoom. And now, Let's see if it works. Yeah. Okay. 4 seconds. Now let's wait a bit. This is the nebula, the Pearl Nebula. Let's wait a bit because it's too noisy. Hello, red-eyed loon. Blue disk. Salve Barbosa! Alexandre Barbosa. Okay, we are getting something. But...
Houston, we have a problem.
it's the drifting. Let me check the drifting. I knew I was going to have trouble with that. Well, it's not so bad. I will clear and restart. I think we can watch something. And even the Pearl Nebula will be amazing. At least we get this. This one, we will get it. Alexandra, we are streaming from here. Planet Earth. Continent Europe. Country Portugal. Region Algarve. 37 latitude Bortle 5. Let me check Stellarium again. I think one of them is here. Here. Let's check in Stellarium. Pearl Nebula. Pearl Nebula. Yeah, this is the other one. It's very faint, the other one. It has a star below, like this. This is the star, and this is the object. We will see if we can watch it. The Pearl Nebula is impressive. '13th Pearl Nebula, or Rubber Stamp Nebula. or Black Eye Nebula. Now, what we do... Pearl Nebula, NGC 1999. Do you remember this? Maya, do you remember? Transformed in animals and stuff? Look, look. Do you remember? She transformed. She morphed into stuff. They were on the moon. It was a base on the moon. Oh, I had this. I had something like this, a toy or something like this. The spaceship, the transporter. Eagle 1. Eagle 1. NGC 1999. Just weeks after NASA, astronauts repaired the Hubble Space Telescope. In December 1999, amazing. The Hubble Heritage Project snapped this picture of this NGC. Like a fog around a street lamp, a reflection nebula shines only because the light from an embedded source illuminates its dust. The nebula does not emit any visible light of its own. It's incredible. Its reflection does not emit light. Hey, they talk about the HH objects. The nebula is famous in astronomical history because the first HH object was discovered immediately adjacent to it, and these objects are known to be jets of gas ejected from very young stars. What did I say to you? I studied this. I studied before. I was curious. Thank you, Astro Thief.
Thank you, Astro Thief.
And there's more. You know why this star, it's white color? This star is a super bright star. Look the objects here already. We will go to the histogram. Hold on. in infrared. We are watching in infrared. Nebula, object, object. Let's see what we can make it pop. Unique. So the Pearl Nebula. Its white color, it's due to its high surface temperature of about 10,000 degrees Celsius. Nearly twice that our sun. Super hot, this star. Twice as our sun. This star is so young that it's still surrounded by a cloud of material left over from its formation. It's the reflection nebula. This star is so young that it still has this material. This is a star born. Amazing. We could have been, well, we had from something like this. Stardust. Our origins. Looks it as a cap and a head. And the objects. One here and another here. Here in the bottom, the one at the bottom, we can start seeing the jet here. And more dust starting to pop. I think this nebula, I will change the filter in a moment. To, okay, this is a reflection nebula to a Baader neodymium. Let's make sure I don't want to make more mistakes. Enough of mistakes. Yes, I have it here. Okay. This says already 8 minutes. I will wait just a bit more. And see what happens. Moon Base Alpha.
Moon Base Alpha.
Don't thank me, Samir, to Astrothib. They call that the keyhole in the nebula, and you've captured it perfectly. We're starting to have more details here. The one at the top is very hard. It's drifting. And it's not hard to point there with a bit of help of the push tool. Look, I like the background like this. The contrast. The contrast with the dust. Now, I will change the filter for the Baader neodymium. Quick refocus. I'm sure I have to refocus. I don't know. And if this one here is better than the Baader neodymium, I will consider, on details, I will consider a great buy an infrared filter. If not, we will have to validate it more. So, we have 9 minutes and a half. I will wait for the 10 minutes to have an equal and fair comparison. 4 seconds exposure. Yes, I have a lucky star. Didn't you see the clouds around my place? I have a lucky star. Hello, Charles. $9.56. I just need one more good frame. No good frames. Something is happening here. Okay, one good frame. And now, save as seen. And now, reset. It drifts to the right, so I have to reframe it. Let's change the filter. Here it is. Very nice. Changed. Now oh, I have to focus. Refocus, we changed filters. They are not our focal. I'm refocusing. I think it is. I think it is focused. Look, the real-time image. And we can barely see the easiest object, the one at the bottom here. Guys, I think we can see this visually. It has the contrast here of the dust, very strong contrast. So I want you to remember this at least. The next time you will watch, because you will watch again and again, the M42, the Orion Nebula, remember this object. You just have to move a bit down with the eyepiece and to the right, just a bit to the right. And try to search that region. It will look like a super bright star, but it will be distinguishable. You will distinguish it when you see the contrast with the dust. This is what I'm speculating. I don't know. But I will do it next time. An interesting, different perspective when you watch the Orion Nebula. And now let's do again the trick. I will use the same for you to get used to it. Select Roy. Apply Roy. Zoom for you to see. Sequencer. 4 seconds. Let's see with this filter. Reset. This is moving a bit. Clear. Clear. It's moving to the right. Clear. Should be focused. We'll see in a moment. Now we are using a broadband filter. It cuts the infrared and it's the Bader neodymium. This one. Of course, the seeing is much better. The contrast with the star is much better with the infrared. The stars are strongly benefited using an infrared filter. Not sure. Let me see if this is focused or it's only the drift. I think it's the drift to the right. So far, I prefer the infrared. Although this has this kind of bluish. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Telrad is a must-have. It's this. You have it on my webpage. Get free resources and links to the gear I use at dobsonianpower.com. Telrad. This is what I see through the Telrad when I'm star hopping. I can't live without it. 3 circles, 0.5 degrees, 2 and 4. Yes, we still have the horse head. to watch. Today was a different object. By request of Astro Thief. If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a like to spread it all over the world. You are not watching right now through infrared. You are watching through the visual spectrum. Good question. What can we see using the infrared filter targeting double stars like Algebra? I suppose that's one that, because I noticed that stars are strongly benefited by the infrared light. And better, it's surpassed the problems with the seeing. So I expect to have a great view of any double star. However, this nebula I didn't decide yet what I like the most. I will wait for the 10 minutes. This is only 5. Because here, well, I don't know. I will compare the other one side by side. Side by side. What do you prefer? The one at the right is infrared. One object, another object, and the Pearl Nebula. And the one at the left, it's broadband. The Pearl Nebula. One object, another object. Not processive. What do you prefer? The infrared or the other? It's a good target, Wave Crest guy, for the dwarf. I will not show. I will just tell you to try it. Good choice. Visible spectrum. It has more nebulosity. We still have the contrast. Notice that the contrast with the dust, it's higher here. The cap looks higher and larger. You see, it's larger than this one. But as the cap, the dust cap, is so large, this one, even being thinner, still have all the shape. If this was thinner, probably this one would, the nebulosity would hit it and cover the visibility. But at least in this object, The star, the middle star, the famous. It's more visible here in the infrared, the shape of the star, than here. Here it blends with the light, his own light. But here the nebulosity has more real estate. Another thing to notice, here we can see more stars. Look, 1, 2 stars here that we can't here. This is like playing those games of discover the differences. So in nebulosity, this is a winner at the left. In contrast with star and contrast with the dust, this one is a winner. In stars, this one infrared is a winner. The objects, the one at the top, that it's the fainter one, it's better, I think, on the left. Not by too much, but it's better. Although the star here, it's more visible. And the one at the bottom, maybe on the left it's slightly better. We can see some detail here that we can't. We can, but it's fainter here at the right. No? The visible spectrum is very nice with this, because it has all this bluish mixed with the white. Let me see one thing. No, I can't. It gets too much. This is the best I can do is this. Colors are fine. No. They have loads of differences. Lots of differences. Of course, I'm watching this in a 4K. But in YouTube it's harder to watch, and in addition to that you have your own device and your own connection. Infrared Vincent, red Susie, without infrared Alexandre. It's hard to say. On visible we see better the 2HH, yes. Yeah, through the streaming you can't, but you can differentiate. You can differentiate. You can clearly see here. Look. The nebulosity. The nebulosity is one thing that you can clearly compare. This one is much larger. And the contrast, look, I will zoom. Look at the hat and the star. The hat is larger here than here at the left. And the star, you can clearly see the shape of the star here because of the contrast it does. And here it blends with its own light because it's reflecting the light. The objects. At the top it's almost the same. Even better at a bit larger here at the infrared. But at the bottom, this side at the left, I will zoom at the bottom. You see this part here? You can't see here. Almost. So that means if you're going to do some astrophotography, collecting frames, the visible spectrum. And the colors. Of course, the colors. Badernedium 1. Infrared 0. Now we have 30 minutes. I will record this. It's precious. It's precious. Just as a preparation for the next live stream, as it's so easy to start hope, it's very, very easy. Let's just see what happens with the Horsehead Nebula under infrared. I'll do it quickly. Change the filter is very easy. Let me just reset everything here. I'm so curious about this infrared, because I think I have the feeling that some objects will be awesome. It was not quite well focused. Almost, but I think, well, I don't know. It was focused. Yes, it was. It was focused. Not an excuse. Okay, I will stretch this and quickly point to the horse head. It's very easy. Let me remember just from the last year. Quick remembering using Stellarium. So I'll need tack, it will be framed below. Here, I will show. This one is very easy because we have the 3 stars, the belt of the Orion. And here the one at the bottom, Alnitak, super bright. Just as a curiosity, because we will do this one with a narrowband filter. It deserves. This year will be narrowband with this one. It will work amazing. I love this nebula, this NGC. I bet this one will not benefit. I don't know. Let's see what happened. So Telrad, it's Alnitak. It's at the middle of this. Okay. It will be easy. Stellarium.
Start hoping.
The filter I have, it's 1 1/4. It's on the, you see? On the filter drawer. I cleaned it before the stream, so it's fine. Close. Now we change filters very fast. We get used to this. Just the horse head. I forgot I have to refocus. It's there on the screen. It's amazing how many stars we can see. I love it. That part, I love it. Let's see what happens. Nah. This one that I love so much, on the left, we can't barely see. It's a reflection nebula also. No, this will be for narrowband. What I love in the infrared, it's the number of stars. It was a mosquito here. Huge one. What's the advantage of the 294 over the 585 for Virtuoso or 12-inch knob? One answer here. One difference is the pixel size. We see more. Yes, flats, of course, they help. You see the same as I'm seeing the beauty of it. The beauty of the quantity of stars. It looks like, of course, the people that does visual understand better. When we grab the 12-inch and with a low power eyepiece and so many stars, it matched that. And so sharp, so pinpointy. I love it. Other thing about the 294 is the sensor size. Mainly one pixel scale, because it has a 294, it has a larger pixel size. It's a better fit for these Dobsonians that we use, included the Virtuoso. If you want to know what I'm talking about the pixel size, you go to dobsonianpower.com. I strongly recommend you all to the ones that use cameras and don't know the pixel size. 1 arcsecond per pixel. That rule. It has there on free stuff. You have an article. It's an easy reading. 1 minute. And it summarizes very well what is the importance of the pixel size, and it has a table where you can use your camera or any camera pixel size. You just have to know the pixel size and the focal length that you want to use or you have in your telescope, and see where it matches to see if you are oversampling, which probably with Dobs you are, or undersampling. I said with Dobs you probably are oversampling, because even with a large pixel size you will still oversample, but just a bit. That reflects on bloated stars. Oversampling. Undersampling. That reflects on blocky stars. If you undersample too much. The balance is right over there. You will see in the table. It depends on your setup. And to get perfect stars. Like these ones that we are having right now. That is an advantage. We have loads of users on Discord. I'm one of them. I use a lot of Virtuoso. I will be using after my surgery. It will be on the full moon. So in 10 days, more or less. The full moon, I will have both my double surgery. And after that, I can't grab the telescopes for a while. The large ones. So I will be using the Virtuoso. If you have any doubt, you just ask here on... If you ask here during live streams, I can show to you immediately. If he's on Discord, many people can jump in and help you right away, because there's people with loads of experience already, more than me, even more than me, with the Virtuoso. And with the 294. And remember, the 294, it's for life. You will have a great camera. It still is a great. For me, it's the best balanced price relationship, price and quality. If price is not a problem, there are better, of course. But a good balance, not breaking the bank, okay, $900. Black Friday, you play with that. If you can reach that one, usually the people, you say people on Cloudy Nuts, I don't know, people everywhere. Usually they can say what they want, but usually people don't buy the 294 and prefer the 585 first, as a first camera, because of budget. Then they can say to you many things to hide that, but you know, people, we are humans and usually we don't like to show the weakness of being on a budget, which I think it's not a problem because it's super normal. I don't have problems with that. I bought the 294 because I don't have money for a 2600 or a 2400. Especially the 2400. It costs 4 grand. Why? Because of budget. I will not say because the 294 is better for this and that. Just to hide that I'm on a budget. So be aware of what you read, no matter the place. Now there are guys, there's Mazif that has a collection of everything. And it's like tonight I will play with this one. Tonight I will play with that one. It's a way to enjoy, of course, if you can have more. Brian Fowler has the 294 and it had to his collection the 585. Why not? Do you see, just another amateur astronomer, did you ever see any amp glow in my live stacking? Any? Do you know what I'm doing? You have vignetting because I don't do flats. Actually, I have some flats here I could use. But amp glow, we are talking about amp glow. Where is the amp glow here? I'm not using darks in this capture. Where is the amp glow? Apart from the vignetting. Where is the amp glow? Zero amp glow. Don't ask me why. Because I don't know. But I never had amp glow with my 294. Never. The darks solve the amp glow, but now I'm not using darks. When it's a large object like this one, this was just for fun, just a test for the infrared. But when I will do with narrowband this nebula next time probably, I will use my old flats that I have here just to balance the vignetting, to soften, if they still work. Ah, you have the 2600. I thought you had to your collection the 585 also. It's another one, another member. Will the infrared ultraviolet help with nebula color? I have no filter, so I have no idea on the budget. Look, the infrared cut. I have two. From Bader, they are the best ones, supposedly. The infrared cut filter is good for these cameras, these astro cameras, for one simple reason. If you don't use the infrared cut, first the stars will be more bloated. Let's say fatter or larger, like bloated, you know, not like this. These are pinpoint. I don't know if you know what is a bloated star. They are like too large and with blurred at the edges. Those are bloated stars. It happens even with filters, any filter, it happens when you point too low in the sky. You have the atmospheric turbulence, and the stars get bloated. If you don't use an infrared cut filter or any filter, because the infrared cut, most of the filters have that infrared cut and ultraviolet in their spectrum of blocking light. One is that one, the stars. And another one is that especially cameras like the 224 that are very sensitive to the infrared, you get that background a bit pinkish, like we have here with this infrared. Look, I will reset this for you to see. Look. This is a real image. I will stretch for you to see better. I see, but I don't know if you can see. You see? The sky background tends to be pinkish. You see? Because it's the infrared, it's in the red spectrum, at the end of the spectrum. Almost at the end. Red, and then it comes the infrared. Goes until 1000 in these cameras. That spectrum of light, of waves of light. So those two things are very important. An infrared cut. I have an excellent video for you to see about that comparison. An infrared cut with much light pollution will not be so efficient as a broadband filter. That's where you have to play with. My recommendation is at least an infrared cut you have to use with these Astro cameras. But if you have strong light pollution, use a broadband filter that has already that infrared, so you get twice or two in one. This is my opinion, and believe me that it's by experience, this one. Of course, Mazif. Of course. Everything, if I could, no, everything I will not do. But for instance, these filters, I have the 685. It's the same approach. I have the 685 infrared and A50. Because I want to experiment. And if you can, of course. Why not? Why not? And maybe if I had the space, if I have loads of space, like a warehouse or something next to me, or something where I could have like look like those guys that I was living many years ago in a building that my neighbor had a collection of cars, impressive collection, loads of cars, but it had the space to all those cars. So it's the same. If I had that space, and of course it was not a problem to buy those cars, I would have probably, if I enjoyed that hobby. It was an hobby. That's the advantage of being outside. It depends. What's your portal, Sky? Irish Astro. What's your portal of light pollution? Yes, I would. In that situation, it all depends. Now, here, I live in a a small space. I don't have space to have more telescopes here around. And someone to clean them. Because you don't use every telescope at the same time. Portal 3. Infrared cut. Infrared cut. That would be what I would use. I was Portal 4 a while ago. And the infrared cut was enough. You don't want to cut more than that. Because, look, if you buy a new HC filter, you will cut more light that you don't need because you don't have so much light pollution. And not cutting that light, because the infrared cuts only that harmful light for your image. Not cutting it, it will benefit you because you will collect more photons. More photons. Infrared cut. Buy now. They are very cheap. I purchased the one that is supposed to be better. It's a bit more expensive. It's the Badr infrared cut. I have 2 of them. But other brands have them very, very inexpensive. Okay. Guys, see you next live stream. Thank you very much for being here. Have an awesome weekend or start of the week. And I will watch you. I will watch you through Discord and talk with you through Discord. And I'll be here with you the next opportunity, hopefully during the week. Irish Astro, I will leave the link here before I go to the video that is very, very nice and important. It's very clear about that. Hold on. This is a very nice video. I will place here on the chat. Watch this video. I compare the infrared cut, the L Pro, it's a broadband, no filter, also infrared L Pro, and the Badr Neodymium. I think it's those. To assimilate better this. Thank you guys. Clear skies.